here. I hope you all had a great holiday uh, vacation and weekend. Sorry we weren't here on Monday. I didn't have any service to get on and do some training. We do have a special guest tonight. We have Sandra Robinson going to go over her breakout session at the convention that we all went to. So if you guys can all give her a good welcome, here is Sandra.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I am Sandra. I'm from Baton Rouge. I have to tell you, I'm on my way to Georgia. I know lots of people out there have been praying for Dwayne French. Um, Dwayne is now out of rehab. Dwayne, when he was in the hospital, had a 10% chance to live. He swerved to miss a deer, and when he missed the deer, he hit a tree and a pole. So he had several complications, and the doctors gave him 10% chance to live. He did live. He's walking, he's talking, he does not have eyesight. And that looks like it may be permanent. But anyway, I'm on my way over there, so I'm in the car trying to do this little hangout with y'all. Glad to be here. I'm very happy to be here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit tonight about leadership and how to be a good leader. I do want to tell you that we've had an amazing first half of the month with all our new ambassador sign-ups. It was amazing. Y'all are way down my line. I can't see how many, but y'all have had. But the people up close to me, we've had like 45 people sign up in my first 7 levels. That's a lot. That's a lot more than we usually get. And I'm glad that Plexus gave us this special because people took advantage of it. Something that I do want to focus on with y'all, I want to remind you is that when you sign a new ambassador to join the team and they don't buy the welcome pack, you don't make any money on a business building bonus. They have 30 days to buy that pack, but, or no, I'm sorry, they've got 60, don't they?
Yeah,
they have 60 days. Yeah, 60 days to buy that pack. But we want to start them off on the right foot. You know, they need to go ahead and buy that pack, get started on the product, start, making a testimony for themselves. So let's encourage everybody to buy that welcome pack right away. Let's see, where do I start? Let me tell you a little bit about me. I've been in Plexus. I am a senior Ruby ambassador. My husband, Fred, is an Emerald, and he passed me up about a year and a half ago. He became an Emerald and left me sitting. So now I'm having to work. I've had a problem with outside legs. My main leg is great. I have really close to 1,500 points, but it's my outside legs that I'm working on now. I started in August of 2011. I was really looking for something in my life, just tired, had problems. I've got Crohn's disease. I don't know how many of y'all knew that. It's very awful. It's a very awful disease. But, when I found Plexus, what I wanted was weight loss. And when I discovered that this stuff really worked, and there was nothing like it in Baton Rouge, I knew that I had an opportunity to make some money here. So I got in August of 2011, and the first person I took this to was my mom, because if there's anybody that was more unhealthy than me, it was my mom. My mom's 78 years old. She is, she was the most unhealthy person I've ever met, I think. She was 235 pounds and a size 22. All her lab values were off the charts. They were either high or critically high. She's had a heart attack. She's got a pacemaker. Her blood pressure was just astronomical numbers she couldn't control. It may have something to do with eating chips and whatever. She had a lap band before I introduced her to Plexus, and she couldn't keep it. She had to have it removed. Just about the only thing she could hold down was stuff like candy and cookies. Not much of it, but there was not much weight loss either. So she had it removed. Got her using Plexus. I took it to her. I said, Mom, you have to do this with me. And she said, okay. No argument. Okay, I'll do it. So after 4 days, I had gone back to Baton Rouge. My mom called me crying. And, I didn't know what I'd done to my mom. So I asked her, I said, what's wrong? And she said, and it hurt my feelings because I had no idea people had the problem. She said, I can bend over and tie my shoe. She said, I haven't done that in years. And, that kind of hurt my feelings because I just never thought about people not being able to do that. But anyway, to get on with the story, 6 months later, she went to her cardiologist to have her labs drawn. And the next day, her phone rang. She was answered the phone, and there was a man on the other end. He said, Sue, what are you doing? And she said, I'm watching Days of Our Lives. Who is this? He said, it's Dr. Carson. Okay, folks, I'm a registered nurse. I don't ever remember seeing a doctor call a patient unless there was something wrong. So immediately my mom, got upset. What's wrong? What's wrong with my blood work? And he said, I want to know what you're doing because not only have you lost 48 pounds in 6 months, but every lab value is in the normal range. That's, that's amazing. That means so much more than the weight loss. But I have to tell you, the weight loss contributed a lot to her lab values. She's now a size 14. Her thyroid medicine's been reduced twice. Her blood pressure medicine's come down twice. She doesn't take cholesterol meds anymore. Look, I'm going to tell you just a little sneak peek here. She started taking the Mega X when it got introduced. And this is going to be really good, y'all. She loves it. She has so much energy. She sleeps well. She doesn't have brain fog. This stuff is going to be really good when we can get it back in our hands. So that's a little bit about her. Me, I didn't realize. I knew that in the first 15 days I used Plexus, I'd lost 18 pounds. But what I didn't realize was that after about 4 or 5 weeks of using the product, I had no more symptoms of Crohn's disease. None. Zero. And I haven't had one symptom since. So don't think about me ever getting out of Plexus or having a stash of it for the rest of my life, because I'll have it forever. Crohn's is not a fun disease to have. And if you can get rid of all the symptoms of it, yeah, there's nothing like it. So I had no idea Plexus was going to do that for me. But very thrilled. So let's get into a little bit of leadership talk. Y'all don't let me run over because I don't want to keep y'all all night. I could talk all night, I think.
I will not let you know.
Okay. A good leader has to be honest. They have to be a good communicator. They have to be confident and have a positive attitude. A good leader has to be able to calm the waters at any times. That's called emotional intelligence. There's always going to be power struggles in the company or rumors going around. There could be a mass exodus of people going to another company. That's no big deal. What we need to do as a leader, it is our job to squash that talk. We need to convince our team not to listen to it and encourage them not to participate in that conversation. The sooner we can get that talk to stop, the less damage is done. So as a good leader, we need to make sure what our team is doing is beneficial to our company. And negative talk is never going to be beneficial. As a leader, we need to regulate our own drama. Never, ever go to your downline with problems. If you have any issues that need attention or if you have any complaints, take it to your upline. If you can't reach your immediate upline, go above them. Come to me, whatever. Never take it downline. That is the quickest way to lose motivation in your team. Everything we do is being watched. Everything. Somebody's watching everything we do and say. So watch what you post on Facebook. When you make a post, make sure it is always elevating someone. Um, Try to stay away from the controversy. You know, there's lots of controversy on Facebook now, and I'm guilty. Sometimes I have to add my 2 cents, and you know, I need to go get it deleted as soon as I can, because that's something you want to stay away from. To be successful, we need to have a whole lot of people doing a whole lot of things all at the same time. To get the cooperation of the people in our downline, we need to create that belief in us. People need to believe in us. So there's 6 things that a leader needs to do. The first thing we need to do as a leader is create belief and trust in us. Our team needs to trust us to be there to do what we say we're going to do. We need to create a vision. Number 2 is we need to create a vision. Rather than have a plan, we need to share a vision to motivate our people. We need to look for people that believe what we believe. I know for me, I believe passionately in our products. I believe they work. I believe they all work. I believe, you know, there's things that we can do sometimes, or we can tell our customers to do that they aren't doing. But we need to recruit people that want to share the same thing we share, that have the same passion we have. People follow you for why you do what you do and because they believe in you. Always serve and help your team and our company. What makes great leaders is your belief in the company and a genuine heart. Remember, be bold and have integrity. The more people you lead, the more leaders you're going to need. That's a powerful thought there. The more people you lead, the more leaders you're going to need. Therefore, we need to develop leaders, not just followers. Have a belief in the opportunity. Don't become complacent. We're always going to have people stop. We're going to have people getting out of the business. But what I'm telling you is don't become complacent. Don't stop running your race, or you're going to have to start over. And the more you have to start over, the more difficult it becomes to build your team. Stopping and going your business is like taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. As leaders, we have to keep running. Like I say, we all lose customers, we'll lose ambassadors, we may even lose our leaders at times, but we have to refocus. We have to keep running. Jump in, full momentum, and go. The rewards are going to be huge, people. They're going to be huge. See the vision and take the responsibility to cast it over your team. Why are you in this company? What's your why? Is it to help me, to help others, or it could be both? Keep growing and keep leading. Always remember, you have an obligation to your team to build belief in themselves. Develop leaders. We tend to put about 80% of our time into 80% of our team, trying to get people that are just mediocre to perform. So we spend most of our time with them. But what we need to do is find the good leaders. Find that 20% of people that perform and spend most of our time on them. Find the leaders and focus. Lead the 20% and love that other 80%. Invest your time wisely. This is number 4. Invest your time. Who do we want to invest our time in? We want to invest our time in the leaders. So spend your time with the people that want to grow. Don't you get tired every month of telling the same people the same thing? You need to post on Facebook. You need to share the opportunity. You need to talk about your product. You need to buy business cards. That's a big one. You need to buy business cards. Let people know you're in business. You need to invest in yourself. Wear pins, shirts, caps, whatever. But you need to let people know that you sell Plexus, and not wonder if you sell Plexus. Instead of spending the bulk of your time on that 80%, invest in 3 to 5 people, like maybe in your top 3 levels. Pick out 3 to 5 people that really want to increase their business, and become good leaders themselves. Spend time with them every day, raise them up, develop them. So, okay, you're asking me, how do I do that? Let me suggest this to you. Go out and get John Maxwell's book, 21 Weeks, Laws to Leadership. Take 10 weeks to go through the book together with those 3 to 5 people that are motivated. Each week, have a phone conference, and you 3, 5 people discuss what you learned in the book that week. That's investing great time with that 20%. There's 3 benefits to investing time with your leaders. Number 1 is commitment. You get those 3 to 5 people committed. People quit working their business because they see you being content, or you've reached a point that they wanted to reach, and they start coasting. Momentum slows down, and they begin to think, see, I knew it wasn't going to happen. I knew it wasn't true. As a leader, you should make these people see the potential in themselves for life. The second thing is learn personal development. Help them build a strategic plan, not post or expand your friendships, but develop a strategic plan with them. Help them with it. Relationships, you need to band together to form a team. Link like-minded people together and keep them engaged. Keep these leaders feeding off each other and learning from each other. So getting back to the 6 things leaders should do, we've talked about 1, create beliefs and trust. 2, create a vision. Stay passionate about your vision. 3, develop leaders. 4, invest time. Invest wisely for greater benefits. Number 5 is lead with integrity. Walk the walk, people. Focus on what needs to be done and build a financial wall around your families for decades to come. Don't fall into management mode or lose your skills. Recognize when your leaders are ready to lead and let them go lead. You shouldn't have to beg a leader to lead. They're going to want to lead. Number 6, how are we doing with time?
You're good. You've still got 12 minutes.
Okay. Never compare your journey. How many times have we heard that? Never compare your journey to someone else's. Y'all, I've been in since August of 2011. I'm not Emerald. How many Emeralds have made it in 8 months? But you know what? My journey is not their journey. I have different, there's different things in my life, and there's different things in their life. Breathe belief into every person on your team. You have everything you need, and you have what it takes. You've got a supportive upline. You have amazing products and products that work. And you have very dedicated CEOs. The CEOs of our company make their decisions based on what we need. I've been in other companies. I can't say that about any other company that I was in. Their main goal was to make money for the CEOs and the people at the top. But anyway, getting back to, never comparing your journey. If you want different results, you got to change your mindset. How do you change your mindset? Dig down deep and identify what your desires are, so you know what stops you. Negative beliefs. Replace negative beliefs. Replace them with good beliefs. Try to not ever be negative. Always try to be positive. See the better points about anything in your business. Be with people like you want to be. You don't want to be with people that are going to tear you down or going to bring you down, bring your business down, because that's going to create doubt in you. You're always going to have that little inner voice fighting you, but always be positive and don't stop moving. Override the fears until they're gone. Coach effectively. Coaching is not mentoring. Make your team aware of what they already know. Show them what they don't know. I think when you start interacting with your team, they're going to see that they know much more than they think they know. Y'all remember, if God gives us the dream and desires, He's going to give us the answers. We can look inside ourselves for those answers. When you're talking with your team, try not give opinions, because opinions sometimes come off judgmental. Rather than give your opinion, restate what you think they said. Visualize yourself in a picture of you and your goal. I have to tell you, I was in Gulfport, Mississippi about 3 weeks ago. Outside our hotel window was the finest yacht I've ever seen, and I took a picture of it. That's my goal. Right now I'm going to settle for the party barge, but my goal is that yacht. And I'm picturing myself with that yacht. And that's creating belief in myself. See yourself in that position and don't say, I want it. Go out and do it. You need to go out and focus on what you want, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't accomplish anything that you set a goal for. Some goals are going to take you longer to achieve, but that's okay. It's still your goal. Have you some short-term goals and have you some long-term goals. But become a good leader and teach your team to be like you. And is there anything that you can add to that as far as leadership qualities go?
No, that's really good information. That's really awesome, actually.
Thank you.
The only thing I wanted to add is when you, back to your, everybody should buy a welcome pack and stuff like that. They also need to know that that's the cheapest they'll ever get their product. Right. That's a big deal. You don't get products that cheap. If we did, boy, we'd be all over it. So they need to know, especially if they're signing on as wholesale customers or or ambassadors, or they're signing on with a budget, then we need to let them know that you don't let this pass. If you're really in it to save some money, this is the one way to save that money.
This is the one time they'll get products below wholesale. I always, a lot of times I have people that want to come in with a $99 package because they are on a budget. You mention to these potential ambassadors that if they go in with the 3-month pack of Slim and Accelerator or Slim and Boost for $199, all they have to do is find 2 people willing to purchase that, willing to purchase a Slim and Accelerator, and that pays for their package for the month. That pays for their product for that month. So that is a very good way to come into it. If you can find a couple of people, that want to try the product.
So Sandra, how many leaders retreats have you gone to? What do you think about leaders retreat?
I've gone to 3. Leadership is so much fun. If you've never been to leadership, I mean, it's honestly, and it's more than fun. It's more than fun. It's a lot of leaders coming together. You get fellowship with a lot of people that have the same beliefs as you. It's like a free vacation, honestly. It's like a free vacation from Plexus, but that's where you want to be. You want to get that excitement from the people around you and keep the momentum going. It's a lot like convention. When we got back from convention, everybody was all fired up and ready to work. And, you just get another dose of it at leadership. I love leadership. I love leadership better than convention, honestly. I do. It's a lot more fun. You've got true leaders there, people that really care about their business there.
Right. And the meeting of the minds too, that was amazing too. I learned so much from just people, even people I'd never heard of before, and to find out how they're doing it and what they're doing was amazing. And I couldn't believe that they paid for us to stay in the place that we did or to do the things that we did. I had earned enough points to do an extra, and our extra was to go out and to deep sea fish, and we've never done it before. And I thought, oh, they're just going to take us out and let us throw a pole in and bring us back in. No, we were there for 4 hours. We got to fish for 4 hours, and we were pulling the big fish and all that stuff. And it was a lot of fun and camaraderie, and it was amazing, amazing. It's definitely a time, I think, not to miss. You definitely want to try to get there. And if you don't know how to get there, or you need help with how to earn points or to talk to people or anything, contact one of us, one of the leaders. We can help you get there, because it's definitely something you don't want to miss. And once you've gone to convention or you've gone to leaders retreat, you don't want to miss them ever again. You know, something might come up, you know, medically or whatever, that you might not be able to go to. But other than that, I would make sure I was there.
Yeah, it's something you really don't want to miss. If there's any way possible to get there, do it. Do it. Because you meet lifelong friends. You meet people, you know, Plexus truly is one Plexus, one team. We really are. We've got a group of people in Baton Rouge from like 4 different lines. We all get together. We help each other. We do meetings together. We just enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, well, I want to thank you for coming on this call and doing this for us. We definitely will greatly benefit from it. And if you guys miss anything, remember you can replay it, and you can stop and fast forward and take notes or whatnot. And the other links will be on the file page in the Boom Team. I hope you guys have a good night.
Thank y'all very much for having me. I